Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the Trillion Dollar Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. Today is April 10th, 2026. I'm running two shows every day. We already did the pre-market briefing where I gave you the three levels of support, three levels of resistance. And now it's the market open. We're going to see if those levels hit or not. Also, we're going to break down live price action, momentum, breaking news. Remember, I watch the market, give you the breaking news and find a level so you don't have to. This show is for education and entertainment only. Always do your own research, but you can use this show as a foundation. We did have some data come out earlier. We'll get into that. All right, let's get into the mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I'm the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable. I am skilled. I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, we did have CPI data come out. We had a beat on CPI and Core CPI, so we did have a spike in SPX when that news originally dropped, but it has since pulled back, so that's good. We do got some cooling in the economy. All right, let's check out Robert Greene's daily law for today. Always say less than necessary. By saying less than necessary, you create the appearance of meaning and power. The less you say, the less you risk saying something foolish or dangerous. Powerful people intimidate and impress by being vague, open-ended, and sphinx-like in their communication. When you try to impress with many words, you appear common and out of control, increasing the risk of saying something foolish. Saying less makes even a banal statement seem original and significant, keeping your true intentions protected. In long-term investing, saying less means letting your portfolio do the talking while you ignore the noise of the quote-unquote experts on TV. You don't need to justify your hold of the trillion-dollar tickers to anyone. Your silence in the face of volatility is your power. While others are over-explaining why they are panic selling, you remain sphinx-like in your commitment to your family legacy mantra. Fulfilling your life's task requires the discipline to stick to the plan without needing to constantly talk about it. The less you react to the daily fluctuations, the more in control of your financial destiny you appear and you actually are. When it comes to active trading, active traders often lose because they talk themselves into a trade, overanalyzing every 5-minute candle until they do something foolish. To survive the fear and greed index at 37, you must say less to the market and listen to the three support and resistance levels that I give you on this chart, or the level of algo, or the smart money concepts. Trump is currently using a vague threat to keep Iran guessing. As a trader, you use a vague and open-ended bias to stay flexible as the price action develops. If you commit too many words to a specific direction before the 7 a.m. data, consumer sentiment data, comes out, you risk becoming common and easily cowed by the liquidity. Silence is the ultimate disguise for the dangerous ambitions on the chart. Stay patient, stay disciplined. Execution over emotion, process over prediction. We got about 30 seconds before the market opens. We got some new beats, y'all. I made these new beats yesterday, inspired by Kanye West's new album, Bully. Well, I mixed the new beats in with these other beats. So, check me out. We slapping. We got soulful beats. You know what I mean? It's for a soulful show. All right. Let's get ready, y'all. Market finna open. Market open, market open, market open. The market is open, 6:30 a.m., April 10th, 2026. Let's get into it, y'all. Check out SPY. SPY is up 0.25% at 681.55. QQQ is up 0.25% at 612.07. The VIX is at 1907. The VIX has been dropping, y'all. Nvidia is up over 0.5% at 184.84. Apple's down 0.5% at 259.13. Google is up 0.75% at 320.90. Tesla is up 0.25% at 347.12. Let me actually go on a 5-minute chart. All right, Microsoft is down fractionally at 372.54. Amazon is up 1.25% at 236.57. TSM is running. TSM is up 2.75% at 375.50. Meta is up 1.25% at 635.85. Meta has made this massive turnaround in a week, y'all. That shit is up $100 in a week. Incredible. Incredible. Next, AVGO. Look at this candle. Look at that volume, y'all. AVGO is up almost 3.5%. 366.78. brk.b is down 0.25% at 484.02. And Walmart is down 0.75% at 128.18. Let's get into these market caps right quick. Nvidia, the most valuable company in the world, 4.49 trillion, followed by Google, 3.85 trillion, Apple, 3.81 trillion, Microsoft, 2.78 trillion, Amazon, 2.54 trillion, TSM, 1.94 trillion, AVGO, 1.73 trillion, Meta, 1.60 trillion, Tesla, 1.31 trillion, brk.b, 1.04 trillion, and Walmart, 1.02 trillion. Walmart is trying to swoop brk.b, y'all. They trying to pass it up. They not playing. All right, let's check out this 8-chart display right quick while I read the news. Wow, look at that Broadcom candle. That thing is running, y'all. All right, let's check out some news right quick. Let's see what we got. All right, TSM just reported revenue of $13.07 billion for March 2026, and it's up 31% year over year, y'all. Maybe that's why it's up 2.75% right now. It's up $10 on the day. Shout out TSM. Next, this is from the Financial Times. European airports face systematic shortages of jet fuel if the Strait of Hormuz is not fully reopened within 3 weeks. The industry has warned. That's very interesting. You think this Iran war is going to be over within 3 weeks, so Europe doesn't face these shortages in jet fuel? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't think they're going to let it happen. All right, next. This is from Unusual Whales. Maine is poised to become the first state to pass a temporary ban on data center construction after a measure was approved by both chambers of state legislature. Maine said, nah, bro, you ain't finna be building all these data centers. That's interesting. Why they wouldn't want it. All right, I thought this was hilarious. This is from Unusual Whales. It sounds like it might be fake news, but it's from Unusual Whales. They're usually on point. It says, son of former U.S. President Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, said he will be open to a cage match with President Donald Trump's son. And this is per Reuters News. Because you know they're about to have the UFC event at the White House. And Hunter Biden said he's willing to fight in a cage match with Trump's son. This is the same Hunter Biden that was smoking crack in a hotel room with hookers from across state lines on video. So this is a criminal drug user, crackhead. He probably gonna get whooped. He probably just saying that so he could get some more money, so he could get paid for that, so he could buy some more drugs. He should be in jail anyway. Shit. Next. Alright, let's run the numbers right quick. SPX. It's up fractionally at 6,827. The NAS 100 is up 0.25% at 25,150. The Dow Jones is down 0.25% at 48,050. Dow Jones ETF is down 0.25%. The VIX is at 1911. The 10-year Treasury yield is at 4.30. Gold is barely under break even. The gold mini shares trust is barely over break even. The silver trust is up almost 1%. The copper miners ETF is up over 2%. AMD is running. AMD is up 2.87%. Bitcoin is at 72,000, y'all. IBIT is at $40.85. Ethereum is at 2,211. BMNR is at 2135. Palantir is selling off. Palantir is down 3.40%. Y'all, 126. It's backing up. Good price to buy. Robinhood broke under 70 again. It's at 69.55. All right. Let's check out the sectors, y'all. Energy is down over 0.25% at 57.15. Technology is up over 0.25%. Financials is down almost 0.75%, headed toward the gap. Consumer discretionary is up over 0.25%. Communications is up fractionally. Healthcare is down over 0.5%. Consumer staples is down almost 0.5%. Utilities is barely over break even. Industrials is down fractionally. Materials is up over 0.75%. And XLRE is trying to stay above the gap. That's our real estate sector. Let's check out the heat map, y'all. Let me refresh. Ooh, I see a lot of red in finance, y'all. I see a lot of red in finance. I see a lot of red in healthcare. I see a lot of red in energy. I see a lot of red in retail outside of Amazon. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of red outside of tech, y'all. Even though we do got a lot of red down here in these smaller tech companies. But the big dogs are doing good. AVGO up over 4%. Meta up 1.5%. Amazon up almost 2%. Apple and Microsoft. Well, Apple is barely under break even. Microsoft is up almost 0.25%. All right. Let's check out some of these ETFs we like to look at on the show. IWM, the Russell 2000 is down fractionally. SPYM is up fractionally. QQQM is up 0.25%. SPYG is up over 0.25%. SOXQ is up 1.36%. TQQs is up over 0.5%. SOXL. What? This is definitely not the all-time high. Whoa! Wait a minute. Is this the all-time high? Hell no. Is it? Damn. SOXL hit all-time high today, y'all. This thing gapped up. Gapped up and hit all-time high. Wow. Damn. I was thinking about buying that shit when it was 40% off. Just recently. Look at this shit. March 30th. We talking 2 weeks ago. This shit was 40% off. I was like, I looked at it, but I didn't do shit. And now this motherfucker's at all-time high. Woo! Yeah, man. ABGO pushing that thing. That's saying, man, God. SOXX hit an all-time high, y'all. Incredible. XLG. I wonder if my coworker bought it when I told him to buy it. It was down here, around 12% off. Let me see. I told him to buy it around here. It's up 8% since I told him to buy it. Let's see. XLG is up almost 0.5%. The IVES 30 is up fractionally. SPYI. We can move this gap down here. Let me adjust this gap. Give me a second, people. There we go. One gap filled. Another gap has been created. Okay. QQQI. It's in the gap right now. Yes, I'm still holding, y'all. Y'all remember? Y'all remember I bought this shit? And it fell? Here go the date. I bought this shit in December. And what it do? It fell for 3 months. It's going to be 4 months at the end of this month. I have been getting all these dividends, though. 1, 2, 3, 4 dividends. But, man, this shit dropped. How much further we got to go, people? We got almost 6% to the upside before I can sell this shit. Hopefully, by the end of this month, I get my dividend and we'll be up 6%, and I can sell this shit. And I can get back to buying more for my long-term buy and hold. It's been quite an experience, y'all. But hey. Anyway, let's get back to the news, y'all. What else we got? Oh, I think we're going to end the show early today because it's Friday. And I got to go to work early. We just going to check on these levels, y'all. Was there any important news that I didn't get? TSM reported, I already said that, 35% year over year. Tom Lee said the bottom is in and the S&P 500 is headed to 7,300, y'all. Yeah, the rest of these, I'll get to them next week. I just want to run these numbers right quick. See what we're doing. Oh yeah, we got the Kanye inspired beats too, slapping in the background. Alright, SPY opened up here. It opened up very close to our level. It hasn't hit any other levels. QQQ opened up here, 611.82. It did break our level here and rejected the pre-market high. And it came down and hit our daily level here and bounced. So that's good. NVIDIA opened up here, 184.31. Hit our level here, hit this level, and then reject it. Came back down, found support at this level, and headed back to the upside. It's looking good, y'all. All right, next, Apple opened up here. This candle is crazy. That shit ran up to the pre-market high, rejected, came down, came within 6 cents of our level here, and got bought back up. Google, we got a AMD, got a buy on the weekly, y'all, according to the level up algo. All right, Google opened up here at 320, came up, broke the pre-market high, and came within 17 cents of our level, and then rejected. Where to reject to? Right down to our other level here. Tesla opened up here at 346.21, came up and broke this level, which was very close. Broke the pre-market high, came up to our level here at 348.85, came up to our weekly level and rejected. Wonderful rejection. Would have been a great profit take right there. I think I told you that in pre-market too. I'm just going to reject that weekly level. All right. That's enough. I gotta continue to get ready. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. $1 trillion tickers. You know we calling these levels out, y'all. They hitting too. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.